You've met with Oriana. How did it go?
Yeah, about
Not
that.
well.
Oh. Did she not divulge where you might find the unseen?
No, she did. Also divulged her hunger for the blood of small children.
That,
Well,
mostly.
I'd heard rumors, but preferred to lend them no credence.
Rather not talk about it. Caves west of town, other side of the lake. That's where we need to go.
I see. Well, I'm prepared to set out at any time, but...
Yeah, I know. You'd still prefer to free Sienna, for Dettloff's sake.
For the sake of you both.
Oh, please. Orphanage, what happened there? His fault, plain and simple. City gutters are overflowing with blood. That's his doing too. And you're worried somebody might have hurt his feelings?
To meet the unseen elder is to face mortal danger. I've said so all along and never in jest. You are a friend, a dear friend. I'd rather you not risk your neck unnecessarily. I think it's natural, I think it's obvious. Obviously natural. Especially when we've an alternative. An entirely reasonable one.
Oh. Interesting. Wow. Okay. I did not see this coming. I was thinking that at this point, there was no chance for us to go back and find Sienna. I wonder if maybe this is the way that we get our secret third ending. If maybe... I mean, one way is, of course, to say we won't change our mind, period. That would be, presumably, the path we were expecting to go down. Track down the Unseen Elder and get him to force Detloff to show up. So that is what we were planning on doing. But I would think that maybe going to find Sienna at this stage, I mean, of course, we did do that previously, but might it be different now that we have at least done a little bit more with Oriana in between, and we're sort of approaching from a different angle? I mean, how much of a different angle? Hard to say. Of course, we did still go to find Sienna with Detloff, or rather with Regis, when we last tried to do this. So, would it really play out any differently? I'm not sure. I mean, if it doesn't play out any differently, then it's kind of strange, because it's just, you know, it would mean we do everything that we did before, plus we get to add in that little part with Oriana that we just did as well. That seems strange, if that were to be truly identical to what we did previously, if we go that route now. I think let's stick with our plan to go after the Unseen Elder here, just in case this is actually exactly the same ending, in which case, you know, obviously we're not going to see anything new. Maybe we could deliberately take a few different decisions there, but I think for the most part, we're looking to see what happens here, and if this is the way that we get a third ending, then maybe we'll go back and try that out a little bit later.
I'm a witcher, Regis. I don't cut deals with monsters. I cut monsters down, and I don't give a damn about the risks.
Well, I understand. I'll not mention it again.
Thanks.
Okay, let's see. So in that case, do we need time to prepare? Are we ready to just go to the Unseen Elder now? I think we do go to the Unseen Elder now, because I'm pretty sure we've done just about everything we can do at this stage. Not sure there's no buying or selling items. I mean, theoretically, we can't fast travel, but I guess we could use Roach to ride over to Corvo Bianco and, I don't know, repair gear use our whetstones and armor bench and what have you, and sleep to get buffs from that. But outside of that, I don't really think there's much else that we could do in preparation for this, so I think we just head on over.
Time we were on our way. Listen, I need to sail there. Coming with, or would you rather float over as a puff of fog?
I'd not be able to talk as a puff. And as you know, talking is something I very much like to do.
At length and in detail. Let's go.
Okay. What lies unseen. Let's take a look at our quest log here. To go to the Unseen Elder's lair. Geralt now knew how to find the Unseen Elder's lair. He went to fetch Regis, and together they set off to meet the ancient bloodsucker. I can only imagine how difficult Regis's predicament was. After all, he was about to help dear friend set a deadly trap for another of his close comrades. Hmm. Then again, I'm curious where this is actually going to take us. Oh, interesting. We did see this place of power previously. We did explore this southernmost area, but it seemed like this was very remote at the time, and I was wondering if it just seemed like the kind of place where very few people would ever end up going unless they were quite thorough with their exploration, because there wasn't a lot over here. There was that theater area. Was that in this area? I think so. Maybe, yeah. Where there was a technically a side quest, or I think it was counted as a side quest, and that was a cool one. But other than that, it just felt like this was an area where it felt like if you were just sticking along the main quest and exploring the areas that the quests tended to take you, then you could very well just never see this area. You might even assume that I guess you probably wouldn't assume that the end of the world was higher up, because I imagine that some of these things still showed up as question marks on your map, so you should have known there was at least something there. But yeah, for the Unseen Elder to be there, very intriguing. But let's see. I thought there was something else I wanted to take a look at. Let's see. Well, set up a trap for his comrades. Yeah, I'm afraid so. Now, as to whether this will be a straightforward sail over, or if we will actually run into vampires along the way, not sure.
Only that he takes unkindly to guests, especially the unannounced.
Oh.
Oh, joy. Got a plan? Some idea how to appease him?
Mm-hmm. The custom when meeting an unseen elder is to bestow upon him a stone symbolizing peace. Yet this type of stone occurs only in Heartland.
Where is that?
Fresh out.
Yes, just so. Thus, I fear we must rely on my personal charm.
Oh.
Where'd the Unseen's hatred of social calls come from? Folk forget to wipe their boots. You get sick of sweeping up all the time?
It's somewhat more complex.
Yeah, something tells me
slowly.
it is.
Don't use complicated words and I might just understand.
I don't doubt your intelligence, but, well, it's just hard to explain to a human. This world is a foreign land to us. Unpleasant, hostile even. The Elder does what he can to isolate, protect himself. And we, as all guests, hinder him in this endeavor.
So he just wants to remain
I'll fly
unseen.
ahead. Reconnoiter a bit.
Oh, and away he goes. Okay, I was gonna say we might want to slow down just to make sure that we don't accidentally skip any conversations, but it seemed like Regis was done with that talk there, right as he was flying off. Just before he was flying off, so I think we still got everything. We are approaching now. So, well... Alright. Might be worth another save here, before we actually head in. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hello? Anybody home? So we did have a special stone to get in here to access the secret chamber of this cave we got from Oriana.
Over here.
Where is here exactly, Regis? Care to actually show yourself? Not entirely sure where you went. Down below? I mean, I assumed you were up here. There you are.
Might I suggest you use Oriana's key?
So did we even see this previously? Not sure it would have even given us the open prompts here had we not had the stone at that point in time. Obviously we didn't. But it also just doesn't look that conspicuous. I mean, it looks a little bit like, you know, an illusion-like wall that if you remove it, since there's sort of like that concave component to it, which we now know is probably because this is actually an entrance to a cave, but this... Yeah, so this was the symbol that we saw on that little, like, yeah, the same type of altar-like thing on the outskirts, or on the, like, in Oriana's orphanage's yard, basically. So, I do wonder if that maybe has some kind of connection to the Unseen Elder. It does seem like it.
It worked. And a good thing, too. I'd be hard-pressed to see through this gate to the waterfall.
What's inside? Know what to expect?
The vampires?
Funny.
Probably.
Let's find the unseen one first. Then
Okay. Here goes nothing. Enter the Unseen Elder's lair. Well, I mean, we're on our way to doing that. I don't think our map is gonna get any more specific than that. Oh, wow. It actually goes quite a bit further south here. I mean, I suppose if you go a little bit further east, Teshimuno is actually further south than this, and this hidden treasure certainly was. So it's not like this is actually the furthest south on the entire map we've ever gone. Ooh. Okay. Go for a little swim. I mean, I did see there was this other pathway. Hold on just a second. Over where Regis is going. We can climb up there, but I feel like maybe we try doing this first. I don't know. Anything down here? Seems like we can pop up here for some air, maybe? I pop up, not down, up. Looks like that's all there is in this area. Then if we keep going in this direction, maybe we can do a little more. Pop up here. I hope. Yes. Okay, I mean, it's a different area, and that is either Regis or enemy, perhaps. What is this? Ancient coins. Which may or may not be something that we will need when confronting the Unseen Elder later. Certainly does sound like the kind of thing that might be relevant for that. Oh. Now, this looks interesting. Engate. Not sure how you pronounce that, but gauntlets and steel swords. Definitely gonna want to take a look at those. Let's see. So the sword has much more damage than our current sword. In fact, our current steel sword is one that we also got in a vampire area. So let's see. It has the same amount of armor piercing. In fact, it's actually statistically identical. Or at least the special modifiers on it are identical. Just has much higher damage. Of course, it does not have the enchantments that we have on our Teshimutna's steel sword, so we won't get Severance. It is unfortunate. But let's see. Oh, it has the same type of killing opponents restores vitality thing going on for it as well. Amount of vitality restores equals 1% of the maximum vitality for each element of set worn. Currently that amount is 1, because we have the steel sword on, but nothing else. Let's look at the gauntlets, though. Those are heavy armor, unfortunately. Which means that, well, it would maybe not be the best fit for us, and of course it would disrupt our feline school set. Let's see, so would give us more life restoration, lots of resistance to damage, including bleeding, which I would imagine in a place full of vampires is pretty relevant, and pretty decent armor upgrade as well, in terms of just the pure armor stat. So, I mean, it's interesting for sure. It just doesn't work all that well with what we have going on at the moment. I mean, maybe if we found a full set of this Hengate stuff in this area, then potentially we could consider it, although not really sure that's something we want to do when at the moment we have a full-blown this strange apparatus and ancient coins. This is definitely getting the feeling like this is an area that we would have been sent to perhaps at the direction of the Unseen Elder. And we're just doing it a little bit out of order here, but either way, let's try going back up this way. Let's see, where is Regis relative to us? Well, I guess we can't really tell from this, but in theory, we are pointing toward the Unseen Elder if we go straight ahead. There is Regis. Okay, so maybe this was just a different way to get... Yeah, okay. I mean, ultimately, either go that way by climbing up and going around here, or you go that way from swimming, and we just went the swimming route, so either way, I think we could have found it. See out. We'll have to see if those ancient coins are something that the Unseen Elder will want us to get for him. And yeah, so quest in question is over there, and that does look like that's a pretty significant room over there. But it does mean that we have this area, which not sure what the significance of it is. It kind of just looks completely empty at the moment. It's a little strange, not sure what to make of it.
We must be close.
How can you tell?
Listen.
Don't hear a thing. Not one rat, one bat. Dead quiet.
As I said, he despises guests.
Ah, even that like of guests. Now, does he have some kind of guard or person at the front desk, or are we just going straight to see the Unseen Elder? I suppose there's the whole hidden entrance thing that perhaps prevents many people from going through.
Let's try Zelmetau.
Something tells me this is him.
Sporendi veres nats atranes, avile cleva regis etu.
That sounds very Latinish. Oh, what was that? Don't want to hurt you.
Rather not hurt you.
And he's like, you hurt me? You make me laugh. You just turned Regis into a statue? Oh, man. Now he's gonna kill us. Or just do that to assert dominance.
No! Wait!
Lovely. Okay, we need to find a healing potion.
Healing potion. Gotta drink one.
So
Damn
you are
it.
hurt?
Lost some gear. Need to find it.
That's unfortunate. Alright, let's get up. Oh, not sure it gets any better than this, though. Let's see what we still have on hand. Do we have anything? Like, reuse this opportunity? Yes, we don't have a weapon. But that means that, I suppose this could be an opportunity. Throw this on now. In that case, that is a steel sword. Not sure we have any spare silver swords, though, unfortunately. Well, we at least have this. What is this even compared to? Oh, it's not compared to anything. Okay, just a little beat up. As was this one, I think. Probably worth throwing a quick, I suppose, 40% repair on it if we have any of those remaining. We certainly do. Okay. Yeah. I think our best silver sword is that one we were looking at the top here. Does have some... Actually, it's a decent fit. Crit strike chance, crit hit damage bonus, and armor piercing is all stuff that works well for our setup, so could be worse. Obviously, we'd prefer to have Erendite back for sure, but as a backup plan, it could have been much worse. Okay, then healing potion. Presumably something like swallow is probably what we're looking for here. So let's get that. I know it's at the bottom, but I don't remember exactly what it looks like. Wait, doesn't this heal as well? Oh no, that's side intensity. What am I saying? Full moon, white honey, archgriffin. Where'd you go? Honey owl heal? No, that's stamina regeneration. We have the healing potion, do we not? Must have a swallow here somewhere. I feel like I must have just passed right over it. I thought it was near the bottom. That's killer whale. Where are you? Not Tony Owl. Not Thunderbolt. Not Blizzard. Not Full Moon. Not Cat. Not you. I mean, did you just take it away from us? Because you're like, nah, that's too easy. It's not down there. Higher up? I don't think we have it currently equipped. Right? Double check in just a second. No. I mean, Ekimara does indirectly give us some healing. Yeah, I don't know. Find a healing potion. I think we're supposed to... Okay, there's our usual sword. There's our other usual sword. Okay, so that's not so bad to find it, I suppose. Oh, we are taking damage over time. I'm now realizing. We are timed here, functionally. I did not realize that. Okay, that's important. Hold on, we need to actually equip it. It's not going to automatically equip itself. Okay. That's what happened. It quite literally is not here. Throw this on. And use that. Okay. Are we still taking damage over time? Still staggered. Very much so.
Damn it. That was close. Elder will kill me even if I get out of here. Unless I think of something quick.
Are we actually timed here? Alright, get out of the cave. Like to find all of our stuff. Okay, so we have that at least. Let's save. I do wonder what would have happened had we confronted the Elder a little bit differently. I mean, I imagine probably no matter what you do, he's gonna get mad at you and attack you. So find a way to appease the unseen Elder, and we need to also escape. I mean, those things do seem kind of counter to one another. Let's see, Geralt now knew how to find the Unseen Elder's lair. We know that. Regis had expressed some concerns about meeting with the Unseen Elder. These proved not at all unfounded, nor in any way exaggerated. To say the ancient vampire treated his guests impolitely would be a gross understatement. In a matter of moments, the Unseen paralyzed Regis, while he took Geralt and, much as if he were a rag doll, hurled him to the floor of the cave. Witcher was hurt rather badly, yet somehow he needed to find an understanding with the vampire. Yeah. Okay, so I'm curious to see if we actually... find a way to appease the Elder. Does that take us at all in a different direction here? Ooh. What is this?
What the hell? What is this place?
Okay. Explore the cave and find a way out is what we're seeing on one hand. Whereas appease the Elder is what's the second location for that? Not really, I don't think. I'm kind of hoping that doing one of those things does not necessarily prevent us from doing the other. Because I would like to still appease the Elder as well. Doesn't look like there's anything down here that'll change that. In fact, is that a... Oh, for a second I thought those were, like, skeletal bones of the other people that the Unseen Elder had thrown down here, as if, you know, we were just one of many. Ooh, to have met that fate. What do we have here, though? Strange skull and more ancient coins, if Geralt could actually stand still. Getting a lot of these ancient coins here. Does make me wonder if maybe by reaching a certain threshold of those, we might be able to buy his approval, so to speak. Alright, I'm thinking this is looking a lot like an area where we're gonna run into some enemigos. Just a little too open.
Well, someone was here before me.
Very interesting. Ages notes. Let's read those. 10 minutes after arrival. The teleportation worked. I managed to get into the caves with most of my equipment. Most importantly, the megascope is in perfect condition, so I should be able to communicate with Banard. I just have to set it up in the right place. 30 minutes after arrival. I've already observed numerous gravitational anomalies, which suggest that Sorel Degerlund is right. The boundary between spheres is really very thin here. More tests should allow me to determine whether a passage to our world has really opened up. Ooh. Interesting. 1 hour after arrival. I haven't met any vampires yet, but I can hear their voices. Going to explore. I'll have to be careful.
Wonder what happened to him.
Find the mage. Okay, yeah.
Footprints, deep set. A man's.
Presumably that mage. I mean, my initial assumption would have been that the guy is probably dead, right? I mean, if you just casually sauntered on in here,
A
what it says.
waterfall flowing upwards. What's going on here?
Yeah, gravitational anomalies, it seems. Statuette of a winged humanoid. More ancient coins. So yeah, my first reaction was, was that this guy's probably
No way
dead.
I can climb up there, unless I could give myself a boost.
Well, strange gravitational anomalies, perhaps. That is doable. Also, there's whatever that thing is. Okay, so find a way to appease the Unseen Elder. Find a way to get to the exit. Find the mage. Can we, like, do we magically have ridiculous jumping capabilities here? We can almost use this as a ladder. That's probably not what we're supposed to do. It was kind of zooming in on this. Up there, which we can't really reach from this side, this angle, or anything like that. Can we hop up here? Maybe not. I'm gonna say that would potentially be an intriguing way to. Oh, whoa! I'm not sure we're making that jump. Can we maybe like? Well, we don't have our. Do we have our crossbow? Thought we picked it back up. Yeah, I think we just need to manually re-equip it. Hold on. Because, is it? Yes. Like, can we shoot this thing? Do something? I mean, you know, that's maybe wishful thinking that a giant stone would get moved by a tiny little crossbow bolt, but worth a shot, I think. Yeah, I'm curious to see, is this Find the Mage listed as optional? It's not. Huh. I feel like that seems, at least at the moment, to be considerably more minor than the other stuff, but, maybe that is important. And this seems to be the waterfall that is flowing backwards, so I feel like if anywhere there's a place where we can either jump and get ridiculous, unnatural jumping capabilities, or just have gravity reverse and have us suddenly start walking on the roof, that might be the place. But I think before we do that, let's maybe start with these footprints. I feel like this seems like something that we could miss out on if we don't go for it right now. Maybe we save here just in case we might accidentally prevent ourselves from doing all of these things. Okay. This Seems like some vampires, and maybe where the mage is as well. Not back up here, but thinking we prioritize whatever this is all about. So we've got proto-flutters. Okay, as we thought we might run into, once we started getting in here, let's take a look at what the preferred fighting methodology against them should be. So the answer is just vampire oil plus black blood. And basically all we know about them is that they are powerful and they're pretty much only in this place. So let's make sure. I believe that is a black blood we have on at the moment, so that looks good. Yup. Okay. Definitely want to use that. Let's make sure we reapply. Oh. Probably swap back on. Erendite here. Yep, has higher damage than our other sword. And it has the enchantment, so definitely worth doing. And just double check the durability of it as well. It could use a little repair. Actually, could very much use a repair. So let's do that. It's kind of 30-ish% it needs. Maybe we do a couple of these 15%ers, although then again, we don't have too many of these remaining. I suppose not too much more time left in the game, so maybe that's fine to do. Worst comes to worst, we can eventually start just over-repairing with the Journeyman's Weapon Repair Kit. But okay, so that's good. But let's make sure we have vampire oil applied, because we do not at the moment. Let's do that here. And then let's see how tough these guys are. My guess is they are going to be very difficult. We have no idea what their fighting style is like. Probably would strongly prefer to fight them one at a time. If we can isolate them, that'd be great. Probably should prioritize Gwen there, to tell you the truth. This one's almost down. We just bide some time a bit here, then the black blood might do the trick for us. I think it did. Now I think it's bleeding. And that plus black blood should mean that we play it a little bit more patiently now, or just finish it off that way. Our shine.
What kind of vampire was that? Never seen the likes.
Oh, that's your proto-flutter for you. Proto-flutter mutagen. Wow, its own type of mutagen. Interesting. Wonder if we can do anything with that from a crafting standpoint. So that's the way the mage went, it seems. Before doing that, just make sure we aren't missing anything else over here, because I thought there were a few other things that we could potentially do. Like, namely, go in this direction. I think given how there seem to be a bunch of different things we can do in here, let's just make sure we're saving a lot. Might be more of these proto-flutters by the looks of things. Not sure what the deal is over here, but there's 3 of them. That's a lot. God, if we can fight just 2 at the moment, that'd be great. Also, we're kind of stuck at the moment and cannot see a thing. So there's that. I mean, in some ways, this narrow hallway is kind of nice. Because it means they probably can't get as much of a numbers advantage on us. One was carrying for a second there. Stunned us. Okay. That may or may not be a thing that they do. Okay, I don't like this though. Finish you off, ideally. And then probably heal. Then fight this last one. That was always gonna hit us. They basically just hit hard with melee attacks, so is there anything more to it than that? I mean, they jump as well, like this. Much like the other flutters do. Oh, we can climb up that. Sometimes we can't do that in combat, although, then again, he does have the high ground. Does have the high ground. Can we just chill here and apply the damage with black blood? And that might work. If you want to come down and actually fight us, that's cool too. If you want to just die to the damage over time, that works as well, though. Oh, actually, okay, now I think we more or less need to come back up. The black blood may have expired at this point, but we've now bled him once more. So that may do the trick as well. Yep. And these low rumbling sounds that are not sure where they're coming from, really. I guess that's not so much a rumbling as much as that's maybe more of a roar altogether. Yeah, I'm interested to see what else might be over here. I suppose there's a chance it's something other than tracking down the mage. This could be finding a way out of here or getting to the Unseen Elder. In which case, we probably don't want to do this right now, to tell you the truth. So if we go... I mean, it didn't seem like it was changing the location of our marker if we went for a different target here. It just looks like it's pointing us toward the exit no matter what. Obviously, we do this, I imagine it will still point us here. And there it actually points us specifically to that spot. Yeah, I think this one's just always showing up, whereas the Appease the Unseen Elder and the Find the Mage doesn't have the circle within a circle. It, for that reason, just kind of keeps it blank. Okay, so I think this is perhaps the way out if we go this direction, other than... Hold on. Snap this. And I see this, which I'm thinking might have more of that special gear. It does. Ooh, it is. It's bright red, seemingly. Strange jewelry. We are getting a lot of this ancient coin stuff and jewelry and statuettes, and I don't know what additional relevance they may have. Let's heal up a bit. Oh, did we unequip Gourmet? No, I think we still have it. Okay. So let's take a look here at what that stuff is like. We were saying how if we got more of the set, then maybe we would consider putting this stuff on, because of course then we start to get more happening with the whole regenerate or restore vitality whenever you get a kill. Well, this is just a... Hold on. This is just a mask. So it would have to replace the glasses, but otherwise there isn't much that we... I mean, we're not sacrificing any other type of armor. There's... I would normally say little opportunity cost there, but the glasses are pretty important. I mean, let's just see what it looks like. It does look pretty silly, especially with our blue armor. I suppose we do have some red going on. Our G? Mostly? Kinda, sorta? Still looks silly. I'll give it a shot here, because, I mean, purely from a gameplay standpoint, of course it is technically preferable, I suppose, but, you know, at what cost, right? I mean, would we really want to sacrifice style for substance? I mean, do you even need me to answer that? Ooh, almost missed this. I mean, it could just be that that stuff is all... It's things that just sell for coins and nothing more. But that may not be the case. Don't really know for certain yet. But I think let's prioritize the mage first, just because that's the thing that I feel like we could potentially miss out on most easily if we don't prioritize it. And this looks significant. This also looks like a bridge that collapses as soon as we start walking on it. Run! Or not. In fact, make sure there's not like anything special on said bridge. I assume if we drop down there that we'd probably die. Even if it's water. No, that just looks like a bottomless pit. That sort of looks like water, but my guess is we probably still die if we go... Well, actually, there's an area down there, seemingly. Like, if you look at our minimap in the top right corner, it does say there's stuff there. I imagine there's a better way to get there. We might even loop around by going here, it seems like. Just looking at our map a bit. That may be where the mage went, although there's the megascope. It does look pretty broke.
Megascope. Damaged.
Okay. And we have this, the Mage's Notes. 2 hours after arrival. Starting the Megascope didn't work. I'm probably too far underground to make contact with Ben Arp. Thus, I have to try to communicate with Vampire's superiors without further consultation. I better work fast. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Okay, let's continue. Loot some of this stuff here, and I think... Can we go down this way? I don't know. Is that where we were before? I feel like it was. Yeah, that's where we first saw the mage, wasn't it? By that little fire area. But don't fall down. I think we have been there. So I don't think that's all that meaningful for us to go in that direction this time.
Is that stream flowing upwards?
It does look like it.
Clearly worth a look.
Looks like we can potentially walk up a 90-degree angle. Yeah, I definitely don't like the looks of the mask as much as I like the looks of the glasses. Yeah, good idea to test that. You don't see any facial expression there. Especially for an important moment like this. Okay, well this is, a little disorienting. Hope you don't get, sick to the stomach easily. Otherwise, that transition there might have messed with your brain a bit.
Upside down. Gravity's flipped. Getting pulled up instead of down.
Okay, now I'm not entirely sure if there's anything else in that other area before we got turned upside down. As we did kind of just get pulled into this as soon as we approached. Ooh, okay. We're now encumbered. But I think we can drop a bunch of swords and what have you. So that is the last of the pieces of this armor. I think we might throw it on quickly just to see what it looks like. Also, we should probably put this back on, I think. Is it in need of a repair? Not quite. Yeah, so let's drop some of our Toussaint swords and what have you. Problem with this stuff is because it's heavy armor, it is very heavy. We can definitely drop like our junk blackjacks and blunt axes, and we've been picking up a lot of junk recently, so we may be able to dump a fair bit of that. I'm gonna probably get rid of several of these swords here just to give us a little bit of buffer room so we aren't constantly dropping this stuff. We'll hold on to one just in case. Just in case. Oh yeah, let's take a look at what this full armor set looks like if we were to use it in full. Huh. Okay. It is bright red. Does look a little silly. But, you know, in the mask in particular, I just feel like it just doesn't really work that well visually. Just weird. The amount that it covers up Geralt's face. Like, I get maybe if you just had sort of like the top half of the face and you could still see his mouth. That way you could still get at least some facial expressions, but it just feels like you're losing a lot when you can't see Geralt's face at all. So, out of curiosity, if we were to say, just put the glasses, there they are, back on, and then you just have the red armor. Like, this looks better, I would say, than the entire set, including the mask. Obviously, it's better with the mask. Oh. Okay, now we can't have them both simultaneously. Understandably, I suppose. So yeah, we would get 6% life restored upon killing opponents, and that's a pretty large amount, especially if we're fighting large groups of enemies. But because it's heavy armor and that's not really what we're looking to do, and also because aesthetically I still don't think it looks as good as what we were using previously, I think we're probably going to drop it here. But we checked it out. Just to be sure. Because, of course, style is of the utmost importance. over here other than this vampire that is now quite close to us, as it turns out, it seems. Well, it might be at a different elevation to us. Oh, no, it's... Oh, no, that's the loot that we just dropped right there. Okay. Saw the red dot. That doesn't look like the way down. This is. Okay. Anything else over here? Seemingly not. Yeah, we may be starting to get close enough to some of those enemies. They may engage, or let's at least get a sense as to where the footprints are going. I mean, in the direction we were headed. Pretty much the only direction we can go in, so I suppose that makes sense. Let's see, yeah, Find the Mage does now give us the circle right over here. So that's a good sign. Yeah, there's the footprints. Popping up again. We're getting close, it seems. Is this guy still gonna be alive? And if so, who the heck is it? That's in the proto-fighter, it seems.
Water is flowing over to the other side.
No way he could have survived. That's what Geralt says, at least. That might be him right there. There is a corpse here. Let's take out the flutter first, though. So he says no way this guy could have survived. Let's take a closer look, though. Is this the mage? Somebody. Crumpled letter. Lesser runestone and diamond dust.
Maybe this'll tell me something.
And cantata. That might be a decent sword. Let's see. Jan. Dear Marcellus has made it clear that as a specialist in post-conjunctive species, I am to provide you with all the help necessary in preparing for the trip you are planning. Maybe I'll start with a warning. It's pure madness. Yeah, we didn't even talk about that before, but just the prospect of somebody trying to come in here to do research, I suppose? That's a bold task. Bold strategy, Cotton. Assuming that you survived teleportation, and opening a stable portal several dozen meters above ground is, as you know, highly risky, you will then be torn to shreds. As much as vampire superiors are actually rational creatures with developed cognitive and analytical functions, other species may be less open to attempts to make contact. If by chance you do live to have an audience with this unseen elder, do the following immediately. Genuflect, say words of greeting in their language. Oh, we're gonna have to remember this, aren't we? This is gonna be our way that we learn how to appease the elder. There's no way I'm gonna remember this. I'm hoping that Geralt just remembers this automatically. Because I certainly am not. And place on the ground the attached Hockland Aragonite crystal as a gift. Okay. Then and only then is there the slightest chance that you will be heard. But by the gods, speak quickly and don't waste your words. Okay, so that might also be something to bear in mind. So all the things we need to do. Greet him in this language with that phrase right there. Place the Hockland crystal on the ground as a gift. And then speak quickly. So, don't... I mean, like, oftentimes we'll have the option to have those... There's usually the yellow text, which is sort of like the stuff that progresses the dialogue, and then there's the more gray or white text that is the stuff that is more sort of background information that doesn't directly affect things, but does give you a little more contextual information. And I don't know if that's the type of thing where you just need to not do any of that, or, you know, there are several yellow text options to keep the dialogue going, but, you know, he's not going to be pleased if you take a path of dialogue that takes longer to get to the conclusion.
Offering for the unseen. Damn, could use something like that.
Yeah, so I didn't actually see that stone, I don't think. Or that crystal. This is the sword. It is a silver sword. It has nice stats. Those are the types of things we're looking for, and high base damage. But again, it's the question of how much does Erendite hold up long term? It does have At the very least, the replenishment enchantment, in addition to its extra, damage is increased by 50 component to it, which, technically speaking, even with that, the damage would be lower by still a somewhat significant amount, it would seem. So, you could definitely make the case for making that switch there. That looks like everything here, unless that... No, this is what we're looking for.
For the unseen.
Ooh, almost missed that. Offering for the unseen, okay.
If I give this to the unseen elder, he won't kill me. At least not right away.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not, at least. Okay, but there is still... How do we get over there? There's still that area up here. Straight ahead. Just not super clear to me. Ooh. How to get up there unless we drop down here and use one of these reverse waterfalls to do the trick. Whoa! Hold on. We fell upward. Seemingly. Not sure if that actually helped us. It may have. Although we've already been here, it seems, so perhaps not. Well, this is down below, that area that we were commenting about earlier. Saying now, yeah, this does exist, so maybe you are able to sort of jump off the edge of the bridge that we were on before. Okay, no, this is where, yeah, we first saw the sign of the mage. Okay, so that does mean we'll have to do a bit of backtracking here, but at least in theory, we have cleared out the vampires. It should be quicker, although, remind me what the actual path we took was. Not sure this was it. Was it? It may have been. I mean, we were following the footsteps, I suppose, so that's really the thing we should be looking for. That... what we found here? Or is this just our way out? Yeah, this is where we went. Okay. So here's the bridge. Here's the fancy schmancy reverse water stuff, and so we get gravity reverse as soon as we go here. I was saying how, yeah, I got this cutscene to trigger and didn't really get the chance to see if there's anything else in the area, but just checked there, and it seems as though we're good. Now we actually get the chance to see Geralt's facial expressions when this happens, so that's nice. That's the stuff we dropped earlier. Okay, so the question is, how do we get there, basically? Can we just hop up? Oh, well, the answer is simple.
The rock extends to the side where gravity's reversed. Tip will fly upwards if it breaks off. Just gotta collapse the base.
Okay, collapse the... well, what the question is, which rock were you referring to? Seemingly that one. Before we do that, though, let's just see if there's anything else on this little rock we currently stand upon. Doesn't seem like it. So I think we break this now, in that case. If we just go straight to it. Oh. So what was the point of doing that?
Trick.
Why exactly did we do that? What was the purpose of having done that? Jump into the water. Oh. Probably the purpose was to do that. Hold on, though. We don't want to get out of here just yet. Let's see. Reach the platform and get out of the cave. No. We haven't appeased the unseen yet. I mean, for all I know, maybe that leads to different stuff happening. If you if you go into the Unseen Elder's lair and then leave without ever having gotten the Unseen Elder's approval, and then who knows what happens at that point. I mean, that basically means you go down here for no good reason. But I mean, we haven't gotten to the Unseen Elder yet, or we haven't gotten back to the Unseen Elder. Now that we know how to confront him, seems like that is definitely still something that we'll want to make a point of doing. So, not entirely sure if that means we've gone too far in this direction and there's no going back. We now can no longer talk to the Unseen Elder again at all. Or, hopefully, we can still do that, even though our current quest is just telling us to get out of here. Because if we can't talk to the Unseen Elder anymore, then that, to me, would mean that I think we definitely want to retrace our steps, probably wind back the clock a little bit, and I mean that's critical, right? I mean, I'm assuming that that's the primary reason why we got down here, right? So if we miss that opportunity, then we probably want to make sure we get the chance to do that. And you know, if there is something interesting that happens, if you deliberately ignore the Unseen Elder and just escape as soon as possible, then that's maybe something that we save for later.